Hey everyone, Gaijin!
And Goomba here. Oh, come on, don't pretend you aren't happy to see me. I mean, look at the comments. They're sure happy to see me back.
Well, first of all, you owe me a new monitor after what happened last week, and two, we agreed to have you back as a co-host. I'm still nervous about Nintendo suing me over you.
Relax, they won't recognize me with my newfound shinobi skills.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a conversation for later, but right now we got a show to do.
What'd you have in mind?
Well, since Overwatch just released the Uprising event, I figured I'd take a break from anime and do another Overwatch video. Granted, we've done a ton of them already, but there's one hero that I've had on the back burner for a long time now. Mercy.
Wait, didn't I cover her origin in a past video?
Well, kinda. In that top 10 cultural skins video, you mentioned a few things about Mercy and her cultural inspirations, but it really was just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to her true origin. Like you mentioned before, at first glance, it wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility that Mercy's theming comes from angels.
Here, let me get that for you.
Ah, my bad. I mean, even her in-game description labels her as a guardian angel. And when you consider her early legendary skins of Demon and Imp, it really does feel like Blizzard was going for this Judeo-Christian vibe with Mercy.
But those aren't the only legendaries Mercy originally rolled out with. She had the Valkyrie and Sigrun skins as well. Though she's based off of Sigrun, right? I mean, why else would her second Valkyrie skin have that namesake?
Well, that's where things get kinda tricky, and don't get me wrong though, Sigrun was definitely a Valkyrie worth name-dropping in Overwatch. She was a leader of a band of 9 Valkyries who hovered over battles to determine who was worthy of Valhalla upon their demise. Cause not every warrior who was slain in battle entered Odin's domain. In fact, half of the slain warriors ended up in Folkvana, the realm of Freya, who got first dibs on slain warriors. But don't think that that was a raw deal, because spending an eternity in the realm of the goddess of beauty, gold, and lust doesn't seem like a bad time either. Anyway, the tale of Sigrun is actually a story of romance between her as a mortal and the hero of the story, Helgi. Though it was a forbidden love, as Sigrun was actually supposed to be married off to another suitor. To which, Helgi declares war on Sigrun's suitor and her entire family in order to have her for himself. Only Sigrun's brother, Dagr, survived long enough to slay Helgi. This didn't go over very well with Sigrun, who cursed her brother to live in the woods and eat rotting flesh for eternity. After Sigrun cursed her brother, she passed away out of sadness, but was reborn a Valkyrie. While this is a sweet Nordic story, it doesn't really have much to do with Mercy or her design. I mean, Sigrun was a star-crossed lover, and Mercy's a field medic.
Unless Mercy had a secret family-shattering relationship in her lore, Blizzard!
Anyways, I kept digging deeper and deeper to see what other Valkyries Mercy might be based off of, which led me to the Valkyrie Hildir. Her name being an old Nordic word meaning battle, Hildir was said to have the power to resurrect the dead in any battlefield. Typically, Valkyries were only supposed to take dying or dead warriors from the mortal world into Valhalla, but Hildir was different in that she seemed to have far greater flexibility in what she could do with her powers as a Valkyrie. While you'd think she could single-handedly determine the fate of warring Nordic factions, Hildir actually has what's probably the most boring job an Asgardian could have. According to mythology, Hildir's father Hogni and her one-time lover Hagen ended up in a rather nasty blood feud.
Seriously? What's with all these Valkyries having forbidden relationships? It's not like they aren't allowed to fall in love, is it?
No idea, but I do know that if any mortal sees a Valkyrie in their human form instead of their covert form of a swan, they themselves become mortal and are exiled from Asgard.
Oh.
Yeah, I would think that would make finding a husband pretty difficult. Anywho, Hagen and Hogni's beef actually got so bad that they and their forces were sentenced to fight for all eternity, while Hildir continuously raised each slain fighter from the dead.
Heh, that actually sounds like Mercy to a T. I can't count the number of times I've heard Mercy mains complain about having a thankless job dealing with people who spam
I need healing
all the time.
Well, I agree with you there, but there's actually another far more fitting figure in Nordic mythology that Mercy takes inspiration from. Eir.
Who?
Eir is often described as the goddess of healing in Nordic mythology. I mean, heck, she's Asgard's head doctor. She knows the human body inside and out, she has the ability to heal any and all injury, control the flow of blood, and can pull anything or anyone back from the brink of death. In a way, she's kind of like a Nordic patron saint of the ER. Though historical texts never do confirm whether or not Eir is an ultra-powerful Valkyrie or in fact a goddess, she is the stuff of legend. And doesn't that sound like someone we know?
Absolutely. I get this is a video game, but Mercy does have the ability to heal through any and all injuries dealt to these heroes, and when you consider that there are guys going around with shotguns, plasma rifles, jet-powered hammers, and 7-foot katana swords, there's a lot of different bodily trauma to have to deal with. Not to mention Mercy's ultimate, which lets her raise any KO'd allies in a 15-meter radius from the dead.
Oh, but it doesn't end there either.
How so?
Names. Er's name in Old Norse has a lot of different meanings. Some say it simply means healer, others say it means aid, but in most cases I've seen, the word Er is a common word for mercy. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Mercy actually gets her namesake from Nordic mythology's greatest healer. And there you have it. Yet again, Blizzard has shown amazing prowess in researching each and every one of their unique heroes. Not only creating one of the best healers and waifus in the game, but respectfully connecting her to some of the deepest Nordic folklore I've ever researched. But hey, before you go, I want to quickly talk about something. I'm sure you guys have heard about all these brands and businesses that have been pulling ads and sponsorships from YouTubers like me. And trust me, it's affected us a whole lot. Never mind the fact that we try to keep the channel clean. Anyway, a lot of you guys have been asking how you can help keep this channel alive, and the good news is there's a lot that people can do. First of all, yes, this channel does have a Patreon with a wide variety of reward tiers and perks.
In fact, we're working on a new show that will be specifically supported by Patreon. More info on that later though, but check the description for a link.
Aki and I also stream every Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. US Central Time with Shinobi Streams, though this weekend we'll be at Retropalooza in Houston, so next week we'll be getting back to our regular schedule. But honestly, the best thing you can do to support this channel is to simply watch and share what we make.
We're trying to keep to a weekly schedule of uploading every Tuesday at around 3 p.m. US Central. So if you have about 10 minutes to spare on Tuesday, checking out our newest video is the greatest thing you can do to support our work.
And I'm happy to announce that next week an old fan favorite, Aki's Pixel Pets, makes its grand return to the channel. But thanks for watching, everyone. I've done a ton of Overwatch videos over the year, so if you're looking for even more origins behind the heroes, click those annotations and links in the description. And don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell to stay up to date on all of my newest videos. But until next time, everyone, this is Gaijin Goomba, signing out.